Sorry. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we go.
Round table full of melanites. Cause nobody gon' shine, I don't need the ice. It's real tough. Yeah. Speaking on the times, cause my people need to see. Third eye blind, know they lying through their teeth. They tryna loop the time, tryna keep us in a sleep. But you know we gotta rise like the steam in the heat. Quantum physics to a beat, how time zones lead. It matter just the data that your brain gon' see. Alchemy, your master, all that photon light. Avatar, the body, just the temple, do you see? The deities surround me, I feel the peace. Breathe deep, I push chi like Bruce Lee. Yo, it's Dragon Ball Z, I'm Super Saiyan 3. And we finna walk them down, any town, any street. New world on horizon, I can see the silver lining. Cause if sun gon' shine, then we all keep shining. Mighty lion can heal the pain, you know his name. But they staying on the same old thing. They playing, well let's talk about it. Round table full of melanites. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity being me, you gon' see it's rise. My people so divine, know it's our time. Let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's have the conversation.
I don't wanna hear that he say, that she say. You listening to parasites on replay. They tap into my phone to listen like we on three-way. It's tap into your aura, feel the energy like heat waves. Let's talk about it. Who you praying to? When it starts to lose your mind, who is saving you? If you're moving through the time, what's the energy that's moving you? I wanna have the conversation. We always dropping gems back and forth, like great debating. We making our own way, our own land, our own pavement. Just suiting up the spaceship. I like to wake up with the sun. Say my daily mantra, speaking crypto, speaking tongues. Tell them what I'm after with, the one and get it done. I feel my enemies around me. 7 deadly sins, they tryna trap and keep me bounded. I'm not staying around, I get my people, then I'm outie. Yeah.
Round table full of melanites. Crystal body gon' shine, I don't need the ice. Deity being me, you gon'
Greetings, and welcome to another episode of Let's Have the Conversation. Hi, how y'all doing?
Amazing. How are you?
Great.
Fine.
All right.
Amazing.
All right. Committee, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh man. All right, y'all. We got a really good show tonight. It's probably not for the younger ones. Hey, look at you, looking good. I love it.
Doing.
I knew something was
The
up.
grand reveal.
Right.
I love how
Oh.
you didn't even.
You like
were not
it?
even.
I do love it.
Hey, look.
You look good.
Yeah, okay.
That's so right.
And I'm seeing it here, babe. I'm seeing it right here. I see it all in here. I see it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's amazing.
Love
Oh, I
it.
love
I was
it.
like, oh God. When we had the meeting, I was just leaving the barbershop. I cut him off last night, and then I went to the barbershop. So when we had the meeting, that's why I wasn't in the meeting showing my face, because I'm like, I was at the barbershop. I just left.
Right.
Oh my
That's
Surprise.
beautiful.
Gratitude.
Gorgeous.
I feel
Mhm.
free. I feel back. I feel better.
Hey.
Can I
That's
share?
better.
Can I share
That's
something?
better.
Absolutely.
Can I
Go
share
for it,
something
baby.
really quickly?
Mhm.
I know it wasn't planned, but I received an email in regards to a review for the Grand Rising products today, and the individual spoke about you all as well. So, being that we're starting this amazing episode, as always, of Let's Have the Conversation, I thought I would share it with you all. It just came to my mind. So, it's from Melissa, our cousin. Gratitude, Melissa. You cried, I cried. She says, "Good day. I, like a lot of people, are experiencing spiritual awakenings of all types from every side. It's been a rough couple of years for my family and myself. I was led to Miss Dean by spirit, this I know. I've been a subscriber to A Walk with the Ancestors, Miss Dean, under a year, and I'm learning so much. I enjoy Let's Have the Conversation on Wednesday, though I'm not able to catch the live show every time I watch the replay. I just wanted to say that I don't know if you and the committee realize how much you mean to not only myself, but others. I know you all have families and busy schedules, and the fact that you all take the time out to educate and inform, I haven't enough words to express my gratitude gratitude. And then she goes on to review her Grand Rising products, but I'll cut that part out because that's the part that I cried at. But I just wanted to share that with you all because we have been speaking about our growth, and I just feel like it's so noteworthy, and sometimes we forget these things that our cousin has just shared with us. And Aubrey, don't do it. I'm not looking at Aubrey. You know, sometimes we forget these things, and so I just wanted to set that reminder for us. And gratitude to you all for keeping me focused and motivated as well. Love you.
Love you. That was beautiful. Come on,
Love
Aubrey.
you.
And
Gratitude.
gratitude to
Beautiful.
Quantita for coming on with all of this magic.
Yes.
All I can do is
You
smile,
you
y'all.
muted.
Just
You muted.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm muted.
Live promotion.
no, not you, Aubrey. Other
Oh,
governess. My bad.
wait, that's a TJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's TJ.
Hey, you better do it, TJ.
Period.
Cosmic Unlimited.
Yes, Cosmic TJ doing the damn thing. What were you gonna say, Miss Aubrey?
I said it.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it was something else. I thought it was pertaining to what. Never
No,
mind. I
no,
see.
honey, listen, I can't do nothing but smile.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
it's gonna kind of be like a wild Wednesday. I just saw Jose's notes, and I don't know what they say.
Oh my gosh. You want me just to go from
So it's not
there?
just you, because baby,
Yes.
I was just gonna be like,
So
I see your name,
Jose,
and I was gonna say
whatever you.
Jose.
So you probably are not gonna see it at the bottom of the screen tonight, family and committee, because I didn't see them until just now,
It's
and I
okay.
don't know what they say.
I got
When
But
I
us.
if I could kick it off, can I kick
yes,
off the show then?
absolutely,
Yeah, I got us after that.
absolutely.
It'll be a free ball because I got it
Okay,
written
cool.
down.
So I had received a phone call, a text message a few days ago from one of our cousins named Sparkle. She's sometimes in the chat. I believe I think I've seen it before out there, but not sure. But she reached out to me because there's a lady by the name of Dear Yvette. She has a podcast on YouTube, and she reached out and she asked if she could um not so much as interview me, but speak to me. Like she wanted me to come on her podcast. And I'm all about the growth of everyone. And so I told her today, I told her yes, because let me tell you why. Because when I went to her podcast to see what it was, she doesn't have like a large following, but if I can help her, I definitely will. Because one, she reached out without just using my fucking content. You know what I'm saying? Because there was something specific she wants to talk about, and I have the content, and she didn't just use it. She actually fucking asked and reached out to me. She has been a police officer for 20 years. And it's upstate, up east. And she grew up with Tokyo Tony. And that's what she wants to talk about. She wants to do a follow-up on my walk with crime because she said she didn't know who I was. And Sparkle brought her to me, and she watched that, and she said, from there, I've been binging on all of your videos because that alone told me you were the truth, because everything you said about her, I can vouch for and validate. So I'm going to be doing Dear Yvette. That's the name of her podcast, Dear Yvette. And so be looking out for that. I'm excited for that. So reason why I said, can I kick it off, is because this delusional bitch, listen, Tokyo, I can't wait to talk about this bitch because I can't talk about this bitch enough. She was on Instagram and she proceeded to call the LGBTQ plus community trans fags. And this is the most disgusting thing, not just because of that, but because she threatened to have them raped and sodomized. And bitch, you have a problem. And you keep talking about that people can't even afford the amount of money that you spend. You are a broke ex-stripper, still stripping on Instagram. You're a filthy individual, and I can't say enough about you because you're disgusting to me. So I just wanted to kick the show off by saying that.
All right. And just since you said that, I'm glad you said that because she's the same person that was claiming that she was bisexual many times. But you can throw someone under the bus and call them a faggot, a tranny. It makes no sense. It makes
I,
no
I
sense.
I was gonna say she looked like I never knew that Jose, but she looked like I get from her. She ate a puss box a day. Okay, she give it to me. I don't give a fuck what she say. I see it on her. Okay, who wants to go on? Mhm.
Yeah.
Here is
I'm
the thing.
actually I'm gonna actually play it when you finish. I'm gonna play it.
Well, let's play it first because
Okay.
I think I want
Yeah,
to hear it
because
first.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Wait, are we talking about the lotion video?
No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no. This was just
Black China. Are they serious?
because she got called out.
Are they? Is this motherfucker serious?
Sir,
Does this motherfucker know how much motherfucking money I spend on a daily out this?
because she got caught fake checking on China but asking for $3,800.
Let me tell you, transgender motherfucking faggot, something that keep coming for me. Let me tell you, bitch ass, something. So you motherfucking transgender ass faggots better get the fuck back. Before I get a nigga to knock your fucking ass out and take your pussy from the back, bitch.
Go ahead, Aubrey.
Toki, Yana, woman, person, ma'am, ignorance. Yes, ignorance, because I don't even understand that you even think what you just said. Who? First of all, this word that you done came up with. Who are these people that you are referring to, ma'am? Love, you are part of the sick, twisted, and dysfunctional part of the melanated community that makes my asshole cringe on a daily. Bitch, please shut your snagger-tooth, old, bitter, unethical, uncouth, bald-headed under that lace front wig. Go sit down. Fill out an AARP application because it is time for you to get ready for your departure. Which, from what I heard, according to the beautiful and amazing Mother Adina, it won't be a pleasant one. So, please have several seats. Keep these people community out your mouth because that same man that you said that you could get to rape him, honey, I believe he could do it for free. Be very, 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 very specific on what you want to do because some men do it willingly. It shows that you have some learning to do. I think that'll be hard from what you already have going on because you can barely be a mother. But we can proceed.
Aubrey, for me, baby, she is the epitome of when the governor says your life is your punishment. Look at her life. Look at her fucking life. She's in hell. She's not trying to even get out of the hell she's in. She don't even know how to.
Carbon, the sad thing is this is what women, some women of her caliber, feel like towards people that ain't even bothering you. Why does it have to be about the person?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Why does it have to be about a person's sexuality?
Because
Why
that's how
can't
she.
we say that we do not like Aubrey because Aubrey has a bad attitude? Why does the first thing that you have to say to get into it with a person is they're gay, they're black, they're this, they're that? Why does it have to be the label? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's facts. It's facts, baby. It's facts. Jose,
Now
I'm
this ties
sorry.
into a topic though, because it's just as crazy and genuinely makes no sense. Because we were just talking about her wanting to have people get raped. Now you have somebody from our community raping people. Okay, this is the next story. I'm gonna play it for us.
Oh,
Can you hear it? It's slowly playing.
yeah,
It was an
yeah,
ad.
yeah.
Okay.
Tonight, investigators are looking for other potential victims or anyone that
Oh shit. My bad, y'all.
information that could link Rodney Richardson to other violent crimes. They also have a warning for people that are using dating apps. Very disturbing. That's how Prince George's County Police describes two different assaults that they say were committed by 26-year-old Rodney Richardson of Brandywine. In both cases, he met both of the victims on dating apps. February 10th, court documents indicate that Richardson met his victim on Tinder, forcing him to lie in a car trunk. Richardson raped the victim at gunpoint. In addition, he drove the victim to the victim's bank and forced him to take out money. Investigators say on February 2nd, he carjacked a man he also met online, leaving the victim, who has an amputation, stranded without his phone, wallet, or crutches. The fact that he was armed in both of these assaults, makes it very disturbing and heinous type of crimes. Richardson was arrested on Monday and is now facing rape, kidnapping, and carjacking charges. His arrest comes days after 24-year-old Wayne Anthony Robinson of Capitol Heights was sentenced to 20 years in prison for a 2020 carjacking in Adelphi, Maryland. Investigators say Robinson also used the dating app Grindr to lure his victim.
We are committed to holding individuals who are committing carjackings in our community accountable.
Prince George's County Police recommending that if you use a dating app, you should let somebody know who you're meeting with and where you're going. Also, let them track your phone. In Upper Marlboro, Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9.
Let them track your phone. But you go ahead, y'all.
Headlines and what you see on social media.
Okay, so I have a question because soon as you showed that picture, okay. Last night, I know some people up in the DMV area, which is Maryland, and people were murdered a few nights ago. And I swear that looks like the same guy picture they showed me. And I'm like,
Really?
I'm confused. Ugh, let me see. I don't know. Because I was gonna
Okay,
ask you where was that at? That kind of looked like the same fucking guy.
that's a clear picture if you can compare and
I might
contrast.
be tripping. Just let me
You
get
might
to it
not
because I
be.
might be tripping, but
Yeah, no, do your thing. We not tripping. This is look, Spirit is working in real time,
it's not, but
y'all.
they do look alike. Wowzers. It's not, but they look alike. I swear to you, they do.
They favor each other. They do favor each other.
I was like, wait a minute, let me look, because I ain't saying on genome something like that. I mean, just saying. Never mind. No comment.
Not no comment. Yeah, it's that's deep, which
It
Genome
was
get away
deep,
with
but the
so
sad
much.
part is they were only focused on the carjackings. If you listen to the whole thing, they weren't really concerned about the rape. They didn't care too much about the rape. So it was like, go ahead and do what you got to do around there. But the
Is
carjackings,
it
we have to
because
end
they
them.
feel like, do they feel like, Jose, do you think that maybe, do they feel like that's not a thing
I
in
think
the
they
gay
do. It's
community?
probably like a mockery to us in the gay community. They feel like everybody just wants to be a bender and is enjoying to be
Right.
bent. And the fact that he looks the way he does, they're like, you should be happy he even wanted to Benji, baby. As sad as that sounds, that's a real thing. As you can tell, he was attractive. And they would be like, you should be happy he bent you over. He's the fine specimen. But him carjacking you, that is a no-no. That is irresistibly wrong. No, we can't let that happen. But him bending you over, no. I think you just are reaching because that's what you all do. They always demean us.
I don't know. Like, that's not a
They
thing.
always demean us that way.
Yeah.
Like they demean us to where we are of a lesser of a person because that's how society has made us as lesser of a person. And when you hear those things in like interviews and people saying things, they have made people who are attracted to the same gender, they've made them a mockery out of things. Go ahead, Carmen.
I was just gonna say, for those who don't know, the genome gay male, a lot of them have a rape fetish and or fantasy. That is why this mentality is what it is in the community. I've seen it.
But is it not for everybody? They want to box everybody in the same level. And that is the problem. That is the problem. At this point in life, no, 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 no community, nothing. Mm-mm. Because they doing too much. I'm a person. Okay? I'm a regular human being. Okay? I don't have time for all the extra shit. I'm normal. That shit is out of fucking hand and it's out of whack and somebody needs to fucking say something. I don't give a fuck. And don't.
And there it is. I'm not mad. I mean, you're absolutely right, though.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
mean,
problem.
they cannot address it if they want to. There she is. Dear Vet says, "Hey, Mr. Vet, how are you? I was just speaking about you moments ago, but he'll catch the right one, and somebody will jug his ass,
Mm-hmm.
and not the way
Mm-hmm.
he wants to get jugged.
Period.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so I mean,
Absolutely.
that's just like what we just talked about the other day. How the police there's no police. They don't do nothing.
And
They're
don't.
doing nothing. There's no
At all.
police. Anyway,
At all.
I gotta remember which side to put this on. Do you all notice a rise in like the publication or of them, the media publicizing these situations from last week, the story that we covered, to this week, the topics that we're talking about with like Dahmer energy
Oh,
and like a lot of
Ever
copycat?
since the movie has been released, it has
It
been
has
something.
It
it
sure
has
has.
It has
continuously
been something.
back to
Hmm.
back to back. It has been, and as much as I know, there was one gentleman that I watched, I don't remember his name, he posted and he was saying that it is necessary for us to not fight against Netflix having this up there, because the reason that anyone else would want it pulled down is because of the fact that they don't want what they look like. They don't want the figure of the genome to be highlighted in this way to bring them down. And in this case, we are the victims, so we should stand up for the community that was being attacked and, F everything else. And ever since I saw that, I've been watching, because he mentioned it, and that was like a week after it was released and went viral. Ever since then, I've been watching it, and it's just one after the other after the other. What was last week? It was the men being pulled out of the river, right? And it was
Hmm.
all men that were coming out of bars late at night. Yeah, so this is happening regularly. It's definitely a Dahmer move. Oh,
Facts.
and Aubrey, to
I
answer
feel
your
like
question,
right, but
sorry.
No,
I was just going to say, Aubrey, to answer your question earlier, people that typically cannot stand with being themselves have to stay distracted with creating titles for things outside of themselves. And so what you'll see that they have a tendency of doing is aligning with like-minded individuals, because really, even though they're calling each other friends, the real energy there is, I like you around me because you make me feel better about my circumstances that I placed myself in. And so they throw shots to avoid the silence, because in the silence, then they have to sit with the truth of themselves and what they know about themselves that runs consistently through their head. So I just had wanted to mention that in regards to your question earlier. I love you.
I love you more.
what were we gonna say, governess?
I don't know.
It's okay. It'll come
Well,
back.
it looked like
It's
it was
gonna
gonna
come
be
I
back.
good.
forgot.
Was
It's
it
gonna come
Dahmer?
back.
Was it Dahmer energy?
Yeah, that's what it was. Now, all
Wait.
I was gonna say was, I feel like when you see something happen on the news, you're gonna see it like 5, 6 more times before it's over with. I don't know if it's just
Right.
the energy or if it's what it is, but you will see it several times happening. It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It
Is your
is.
lipstick purple?
It is.
Listen,
You
I was
better
just looking, Aubrey. I was
Okay.
like, look, my
you better
heart
be
is
coordinated with the
glowing, like
banner.
all of the
I
glow.
love
With
it.
my eyes like this. The purple lipstick, the purple lipstick, the purple lipstick. There you go. Uh-huh. There she go. Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. I took my glasses to the glass place because I feel like I can't get them clean. They said the damn whatever is on the glasses is coming off.
Like a UV protection or something like that, or
Yeah, like the sealant or something on it is coming off. When did that happen? When did that become a thing?
So they want you to buy some more?
I'm going. That's Carbon. Please hurry.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Y'all don't even know. I'm coming. Y'all that wear
Yes.
prescription. Wear these prescription. I'm coming with an answer to your prayers. Is in the works.
Soon.
And yes, it's gonna be on my Kakusa wear line, y'all. Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yes. I can't wait.
Ooh, period.
Blessed by the governess. Yes.
Aw.
Yes. I had to run it by you before I even, that's just respect.
Gratitude, Carbon.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, y'all. I believe was I next on the list, Jose?
You were next on
Well,
the
we
list.
can take a
You
break real
are the
quick.
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
when
didn't
we
even
come
realize
back,
the
we'll talk
time.
about
Absolutely
Florida.
right. Okay, when we come back, we're gonna talk about Florida, y'all. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
They say do everything with attention. From my hands to yours. May you receive all the energy and everything you need it to be. Ashe.
And we're back, y'all. Hey,
Let me
look.
find that
I couldn't
podcast thing.
hear it. Everybody was dancing,
Right, what
and
if
I
that was
couldn't
Chad
dance
singing?
too.
It wasn't me singing.
Man. I like that track
It's the
though. Track is
customized with
fire.
intent for me, honey.
Yes.
Can we run
Yeah,
it again? Because I couldn't hear it.
You couldn't hear it?
I couldn't.
What was wrong with
And
your phone?
everybody was doing all of this, and I'm just sitting here like I can't hear anything. It's okay. It's been a long day. I'm just gonna go back on.
They say do everything with attention. From my hands to yours, may you receive all the energy and everything you need it to be. Ashe.
Ashe, gratitude, governess. I appreciate you.
Get it, get
So proud
it.
of Chaz.
Chaz is doing the
So
damn
proud of you,
thing,
sis.
y'all.
Love you.
Man, y'all don't even know.
Malika was giving me some tips to give to you. It's on GoDaddy how to extend it or put a background on it. So we'll just focus in on it.
Dope. Dope. All right, y'all. Let's move this thing right along. So in Florida, I guess a lot of Floridians is not putting their babies in the school. So guess what? There is an investigation being launched, and they're about to start going to people's homes. So you might want to get your paperwork and shit in order, folks. I got a little clip. Here we go. Oh damn.
COVID, there is around 250,000 children in the state of Florida that have gone unaccounted for, meaning that since COVID, they left school and they have not neither returned to a brick and mortar school nor have signed up for homeschool. They highlight that the state is very concerned because children not returning to school is leading to a lack of funding that they're receiving. So if you homeschool, make sure you got all your paperwork together here in the state of Florida, because now they're launching an investigation. I also recommend that you look into getting a membership with the HSLDA as a legal defense to protect your rights as a homeschool family.
So yeah, if you got your babies at home, they coming for you. And this is for me, this is nothing more than more validation. Governor said, you know what I'm saying? They was gonna do whatever they got to do to get up in your homes, and they was gonna use the chira to do it.
News in Florida this morning.
To do it. So yeah, there it is. What do y'all think?
Well, I'm in Florida and I'm a homeschooling mom. And I do not own any of the phrases that came out of your mouth just now. They ain't coming for this.
I
They're
feel
not
you.
coming for this.
I feel you. That's not even in your reality. I feel you.
Now, I'm not as organized as Charming, and I need to get myself together in many ways before I get to the level of Charming. When it comes to creating the plans and doing everything, so I am aligned with a school. But when it comes to Florida, I think that what they should really be paying attention to is their status as far as their number in regards to the level of education, the methods that they teach. For instance, when we moved to Florida, my mom always would come with me to school the first day of school. And when we walked into the classroom, the second grade teacher said, "We're going to learn how to read." And my mom immediately pulled me up from my table and said to the teacher, "How dare you?" The next day, she took me to the Board of Education. I took the testing necessary and I skipped that grade. They actually wanted to skip me 2 grades because the level of education in New York exceeded Florida abundantly. And they were just teaching how to read on that day. And mommy had taught me how to read from when I was 2. So I think that's where they should be focusing on. The fact that they are now putting finances, even though the schools are saying that they're lacking in funding, they would rather put their finances into the investigation than assisting those schools for those students who are still there to at least have something, or maybe even assisting the homeschooling families that are doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many parts of this that they should be looking at that they're not focusing on. And that is what shows, as you said, Carbon, that this is a blatant attack against homeschooling families. Now, I will say this just to think of it on all sides. There are a lot of families that had children that were being abused during COVID and quarantine. Some were even caught on tape on the live recording for the classrooms. I know there was one young boy that was he was sexually assaulting. I'm trying to figure out the YouTube term to use to not, but he was molesting his younger cousin, and he didn't know the camera was still on when the class was going. The teacher just had them sitting quietly at their desk working, and he came in there to do his daily due, and it was on camera. The teacher saw it on the live class. and they sent officials to the house and all of these things. So I know why they're doing it, and it's wrong. If there are any kids who are in harm's way, I hope something works out with that in regards to finding out what's going on with those kids. But I really feel like they could be spending their time doing a lot of other things to benefit the educational system in Florida as a Florida resident.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
I agree. I agree with Malika and the committee as well. But I also have something I'm just going to add to it, because I agree. This is not about money. This is about politics, but not the politics that we also may be thinking, because this is about census and where the children are. We need to know, because we need to bring them back because of the things that they're doing to them in school. We need to force jabs and stuff. And it's going to be, they can keep a tally on the children, the number of children, should I say their pending doom of victims that they're hoping to have, and that they're hoping to body snatch. So, because there are plenty of children, there's always been homeschooled. Why is it about money now? Find other ways to get funding. What are you talking about?
Do y'all think this is another leeway for them to try to implement something about y'all can't homeschool y'all kids as well?
Mm-hmm. Well, I also want to say that, let me see when this article is written, make sure it's more. Okay, I think it was recently written, but it says 4 of Flagler's County's nearly 12,700 students have had their families opt out of full school library access, the Daytona Beach News Journal reports. The Florida Department of Education to reject 24 proposed social studies textbooks, saying critical race theory and social emotional learning permeated them. The group also stated the books were slanted and contained significant errors. So did Florida go through that whole thing where they were clearing off all of the bookshelves in their schools? Did you guys see that on social media? There were people reporting that they were taking out every single book out of their libraries, based off of the merit that they needed to check a couple of books for being appropriate or whatnot. And I'm not sure what they were checking for, but this one said that critical race theory and social emotional learning permeated these books that they rejected. So
I was just gonna add, like Fahrenheit 451, the book that we read in school, and I believe Michael B. Jordan was acting in the movie. But basically, how they had to go through and take the books out because the books had information and they started burning them, and it was illegal to know that type of knowledge. So they burned every book, and whoever knew the knowledge, whoever didn't. And it seems like that's kind of where we are right now in this essence. It's like a sci-fi movie, but it's not sci-fi because it's a real life right now. But I just wanted to throw that in there because that's what it made me think of, was Fahrenheit 451 in real time.
Can I tie that into another topic too, as well, that we have on the agenda? The genome boy that said that there were only 2 genders, and they not only suspended him, but they arrested him. I want everybody to pay attention to not only, Malika. Yeah, I saw your face like, what? They arrested him and suspended him because he said that there were only 2 genders. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I've heard that they're saying it's like 7 or 9 genders. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that could be.
That's weird.
But I want everybody to pay attention that what they are doing is they are taking away your freedom of speech, your freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? And
freedom of information.
Where your rights at? If they can do that, that lets you know. And they did it to a genome. So see, that's also key that we have to look at that too. So if they did it to him, that means you niggers.
Fair game.
You fair game. Because if they did it to him, that means the rights are already gone. He has freedom of speech. I don't care where he was at. And he was arrested because of it. So what's y'all's thoughts?
So you're telling me President Biden can get on a podium on live television and say, no worries, President Harris will take care of it for us, referring to Kamala and calling her the president. And nobody says anything in regards to that, but they want to arrest and suspend a child for saying something that is rightfully his opinion.
Right.
So what about the books that have been placed in schools that teach things outside of what the other parents want their children to learn? What about the homework that's sent home with children that talks about pleasuring themselves and having them draw out a map for where in their house they like to go to pleasure themselves in elementary school? What about all of these things, and where is that same reprimanding for them? Y'all still sending your babies to these places? It's dangerous. It's more dangerous in these facilities than it is on the streets. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't even imagine going to school now, and I'm 28. I can't even imagine to go to school. School was bomb when I went. And I hated that they changed the whole menu thing or whatever. Michelle.
Yeah.
But
thing.
Mikael.
But I can't imagine going to school now. They do too much.
Yeah, way too much.
And I love that we brought this up because at first we were seeing this with celebrities. They let us play around with it with celebrities. They took their voice and everything. Now they're showing you it was all hee hee ha ha and funny. Wasn't when it was them, when it was a public figure, when we took them. Now let us show you how we're going to start stripping yours away. Real people in real time, just in the same level that you're at. And I think that is also something that people should keep their eyes on. We've been like in the starting stages of all of this where it was celebrities, politicians getting their voices stripped. Now it's us. And they're showing us, we were showing you, but you thought it was funny. You all were on these platforms making fun of them, but it's going to be you next. And it's going to come 30,000 times worse when it's all of you at that. And I just hope we all are keeping our eyes and ears open because they've shown you that they were going to do it already and put it out there like that. And they've just did a really minute way of doing it. But that's all I got to say.
Man, Chaz, were you gonna say something? No.
Nah, Jose pretty much said enough for me.
Okay. Okay. Well. If everybody's giving their opinion on this, Chaz, we're gonna go right on back to you because we got to talk about this compound situation. What is that about?
What is it? What are we talking about? You said the compound.
The UN.
Yes, the international compound, not the U.S.
Yeah, the United. Yeah, the UN.
That was more so governance. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's fine. I just really wanted everybody's thoughts on it because again, it's changing under our noses and we're not paying attention. Okay, so where's my phone? Let me just play the video because the young lady went and she's like, oh, what do you mean I can't? Let's see. I know I put it in the chat. Hold on, guys. Let me hit pumpkin. John, if they talk about this damn, let's not forget we got to talk about Kevin Durant. But we'll come back in a minute.
We haven't. We're going to try that Hardens.
Wait, let me find this. Sorry. Okay, there is a video. Please get this woman off my Instagram. There's a video. Shit. Here it is. I'm gonna just so you can hear it.
Turn off the camera? Do I not have a right to have the camera? I'm not giving you permission to check my face. Okay, are you a public servant or United Nations Security Officer? Okay. This is my city, and so I have a right to film. This is United Nations compound? I'm not a United Nations compound? Yes. This is a compound? Yeah. Since Sunday evening, we took over this compound. This is international territory. When you step outside, it's US. Here is international territory. This is
That is the most scariest shit. That is the most scariest shit because she says as of Sunday. Like, bitch, who knew that? When that happened? When y'all announced it that where you announced that at? Because inside of here, it is the internet, US internet compound. Bitch, what's the compound? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Listen, what was y'all thinking when y'all just heard that?
So they got people traveling, and then when they get to these, was that an airport? You said was that an airport? And you know I've been hearing some stuff about some airports. That's where they do a lot of they snatching and sex trafficking people at. So you think that's what that's what they got going on around? Like that's some type of trafficking ring inside them airports?
It could be now that they have it like worded that way, so it's an international compound. You can never say this was tied to the U.S. She just said they are two different entities. When you step in here, this is a whole new plethora. When you're out there, that's cool. That's you. But when you're in here, you abide by what we got going on up in here. And that's the new law up in here. And that is scary. That's real threatening to your life and threatening to if you have babies and everything coming, because you know the way they're checking you now, the way they're groping you, looking for certain things. You never know how intense this can get since they're two different things now, since they're two different little entities that are going on in there. It's scary.
Yeah, I'm definitely with governance on this. Like, when did they do this? Like, who signed off on this? Who said that they could come and set up some shit on our territory and be like, okay, now where, how? Okay. It is scary. It's horrifying if you
The
think
word
about it.
compound that's throwing me. Maybe I should look that up real quick. Let's get the definition of that, y'all. Because
Okay,
it's the
okay.
word compound. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Because when you say compound, I'm thinking like, somebody with some money, they got the main house and they got they got whatever they need on their own
Exactly.
land.
Why are they using that?
Yeah, like
A thing that is composed of two or more separate elements. So it's composed of what? The Americas and the UN. So the United Nations. Why would the United Nations have anything inside of the U.S. facility of America, facility of America, corporation of America, corporation and compounds? What the fuck are we talking
It
about?
says it says the main bodies of the United Nations are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, the International Court of Justice, and the UN Secretariat. All were established under the UN Charter when the organization was founded in 1945. The headquarters is in New York City. Oh, well, the one in America, I guess. I don't know if there's more headquarters, but yeah.
Why didn't we even know that?
We didn't, because we only learned about the judicial system with all those branching and legislations and everything. Where is this ever came from?
I'm telling you, we have been owned by several different places for a very long time, and they've gotten it so complex and multifaceted that you don't even know. When I learned several years ago about the little red letter and number on the back of your social security card lets you know what state owns you. You ain't even got to be born in that state for that state to own you. Mine was a E, I believe, and I'm owned by the state of New York. But it's a lot to that shit, and they have us fucked up. They got me fucked up.
Okay, I'm getting off. I'm gonna drop and come back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be right back. This is what everybody's saying to me. Okay.
Okay. But
well, the next topic is you all, the brat being pregnant. What do we all think about that?
I think I need a snag.
Yeah.
Me too.
She's been waiting to slide and glide on dick. Aubrey,
I think I need.
She has been waiting for that moment.
I'm screaming.
Why would you throw me in there like that, Jose?
I just feel like you got something to say. I can feel it.
They talking about something. She revealed her baby bump. This bitch is 13 months pregnant.
Now,
Yeah.
what I
That's
am mad about, what I am mad about is I am tired of Lisa Ray talking about something. She didn't tell me,
I'm
girl.
tired
If
of that
you
shit
don't
too.
sit show controlling stuff down somewhere, because who told you
Don't
that
she
I
get on
gotta
your
tell you
fucking
when I'm
nerves?
pregnant?
Lisa
Huh?
Ray gets on my fucking nerves. I want to pour dirt all over her whole white wardrobe. This bitch gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. Let me go on mute.
It's just crazy how she has a grand reveal like this. And the illusion they have with it, of course, is a gay relationship, but it's all just a ploy. It's a business thing, but we know what she really wants, what she's really yearning for. Who's to say that this is how it actually orchestrated? It is all an illusion right in front of us.
I'm just saying. I mean, how was she like 40, 50 something? I don't know. It took her a long. First of all,
48.
it took her a long time to come out. Which hey, it was kind of like, oh, we already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, now you come out with a
She
baby.
having somebody else, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tati said that she was on one of the shows, hip hop something. Who gives a fuck? But she was on one of those platform shows and was crying because her in vitro didn't take, and so she didn't bring it back up. And now she's come out with the reveal of. Somebody beat me to it. I was about to be funny and say JD's baby, but never mind. Somebody already said in the chat. But I'm just saying, Judy loves dick. I want them to stop playing.
And she do.
But whatever. The bread always talking about my baby this and my baby Judy, my baby. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
So
Anything
you think
you
they
get
having threesomes?
relevant.
They must be, and one just got caught up, but she happily got caught up because she was throwing it back. Oh, if it makes you feel good, I guess I can. But she was really, she ain't gonna know when we go back because I'm so tired of putting my mouth down there.
I
Bye.
can't,
Don't nut in
Jose.
me. And then they have to do the handmaid's tale. Don't nut in me, but it's okay, baby. Do it for me. And they're kissing each other in the mouth. Yeah, your dumb ass. I want that. Nut in me. Girl, I'm trying to
Jose.
stay faithful to you. And then they put their hands in the lock of their hand together. Yeah, this is what it's gonna be. Yes, this is gonna be our love child. They have some kinky shit that goes on. I'm pretty sure it's some handmaid's tale shit that goes down in that bedroom.
Wouldn't
I'm
surprise
pretty
me
sure.
one bit. One bit. Hey, I don't know if anybody said anything, but let me put my 2 cents in on this situation real quick. Okay, so word I heard is the whole thing is a business arrangement, and this is what I mean by that. Um, the brat is allegedly broke. Okay, and Judy has the money. Judy has no personality, and she has no real social following, and so that's where Brat comes in. So they help each other. Somebody provides the money, somebody provides the social and the glitz and the glamour, and they've come
But is
together.
it really love though, or are
No, it's
it just
not.
friends?
It's a business arrangement. It's
They're
a
just
business arrangement. I'm pretty sure they love each other. Are they in love with each other? Probably
I
not.
keep saying that
But
Papa didn't say it, but okay.
Malika, how did you get down there? You don't have roads.
Wait, you're on mute.
Malika, you're doing the mannequin
What is
challenge over here.
you're right.
am
She
I?
is.
What you
I
say,
don't know what
So
Fatima?
is
is
You
my
going
on mute.
on.
Genie.
You
Good
on
job.
mute.
Hello? Hello?
She being petty right
You're here,
now.
baby. You here. We can
Y'all
hear
being
you.
petty. I know. I'm fucking with Chaz. Chaz.
I cannot.
Uh-uh. Okay. Well, since we're coming up on the top of the hour, we might as well take another commercial break.
Take
And
another break.
when we get back, we'll talk about head
Wow, fire.
transplants.
What'd you say, Jose?
When we get back, we'll talk about head transplants.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Powerful, captivating, indulgent, riveting.
You hear the rumble of the earth.
High Council, Affirmation, Oracle, and Tarot Deck. Available for pre-sale now only on www.awalkwiththeancestors.com.
Whoever said that everything that glitters isn't gold never met goddesses. When my mind and heart feel led astray, or even on a gloomy day, when negative energies come my way, return to sender with one spray. With intention, I will mist, ensuring protection, peace, and bliss. From the north, south, east, and west, Goddessence makes me feel my best. Goddessence Calming Protection Mist, available now at www.grandrising.com.
All right, y'all, and we're back. Yes, ma'am.
Do it again.
Oh, the Grand Rising.
Look, I do want to say really quickly for those who listen, the appreciation, the love shown for the contest, the amount of the screenshots from the pre-orders of the tarot deck. Don't forget to go to awalkwiththeancestors.com to pre-order your tarot deck. But the amount that we're sending, the love and the support, beautiful gratitude. We appreciate you beyond words. Just be authentically so. Ashe. The winner. We announced the winner today, and it's QT for short. That's Quintora. So congratulations. We had a lot of entries. It's a lot of writing and a lot of entering and a lot of rolling and all of that stuff. So I am so excited for you. We'll be in contact with you through DM for your mystery box. Okay, gratitude.
The question in the chat is, the last day for the pre-order is March 1st.
Oh, and there that is. All right. So whose story was about that? Head transplants. Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's mine.
Oh, well, come on down.
So there was this news broadcast that came on, came up on, I don't even know how the fuck I saw it. I don't know if somebody sent it to me. I can't even remember, but did y'all see real quick? Did y'all see the Genome Men dancing? They got a whole dance group. Anyway, y'all ain't seen it? The old Genome Men, they got a whole dance group.
Let's take a little intermission and see it. Why not? Oh, come on, George, Henry.
They got a little more rhythm than me. I ain't gonna talk about them.
Okay, that's it, Jose.
Yeah,
God
okay,
damn.
I'm gonna go back on mute.
All right, here it is.
Medical staff, 36 hours to complete. The first step is to freeze the head and body in order to stop the brain cells from dying. The neck will then be cut and the tubes connecting the key arteries and veins fitted. The next step will be the biggest challenge. Now, this is cutting the spinal cord, and doctors will be using an extremely fine blade made from diamond to minimize the damage here. The head will then be moved from the donor body, and the spinal cords will be fused together using a special type of glue. Now, once all that is in place, it's time to reattach.
Did she say a special type of glue?
Not glue.
Yeah.
I never got to that part. This bitch said a special kind of glue. Wait.
So y'all just gonna glue the head and this
So y'all gluing us back together?
You won't know us back. You'll
wait a minute.
Heads just falling off. Just
yeah.
So we Frankenstein motherfuckers now?
It was
it's the zombie thing.
My glue is melting. Wait, my glue. Wait a minute.
And how many of these people gonna sign up for this hair transplant? You know what? I will be first.
Not the spray.
This is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have a whole new body and everything.
It's the glue.
Huh?
And
What, what
we're
happened?
going to bind the head back to the body with glue.
never got that far
Girl,
on the video.
the damn
They
whole
cut it
head is just
off.
gonna bloop.
Yeah, so I was saying,
I mean, you
yeah,
had a good explanation of
I
why
was
they would do it, but now when you hear it's glued, it's not a good one.
Girl, what kind of glue that possibly holds a whole head that moves in I'm just trying to understand because don't glue dry?
But
yeah,
then they said in the beginning they was gonna freeze it. So how you
Yeah,
gonna
they
put
said they
the
freeze
glue
your
on
Girl,
head.
the
it's a lot of things going
They use
on
a
in this
special
transplant.
diamond knife.
diamond? You're right.
Like,
they didn't kill mass Africans for the diamonds for this knife. Like, what the
Girl,
fuck are you
no.
talking?
yeah.
Listen, y'all did heart transplants, eye transplants, toe
And they
transplants,
ain't never given
kidney
no glue.
transplants. You have ran out of options when you decided to say that a piece of glue will hold my neckologist up.
It ain't gonna be no
Malika.
more sucking dick after that.
It sure won't. Like,
They put the glue on it.
it's like it's gonna be like last glue. Hold on, girl. I gotta go get my glue. I gotta get my glue to do you that
like,
throat.
why is it cold?
together.
Well, look, you in here, I'm feeling
What?
breezes and shit. Did
No,
the
it's
glue
gonna be some hot
separate?
and
What is
cold
going
throat.
on?
It's gonna be that hot and cold throat. Oh, bitch, I'm dying. I gotta go get my glue. Hold
Did
on.
she eat? Did this motherfucker eat Vicks? What is going on? Okay, I'm sorry.
Giving you that icy hot throat.
Yeah.
Honey, it's the stiff neck for me.
It's gonna be the stiff neck. It's gonna have to be one designated entry only.
Girl, at that
Mm.
point, we don't even
Don't.
know if the corpse gonna work because they too focused on the head.
They didn't even say anything
So,
about the corpse.
Aubrey, I'm so glad that you said that because I'm was reading about the historical background of head transplantation, and they started in 1908 with the dog without success, but at one point they did it to a monkey, and it said that. But listen, they said the monkey survived for 8 days with restoration of basic senses such as smell, taste, hearing, and motor function. All I see is a monkey laying there half dead, breathing, like barely breathing. Like, you're telling me this monkey survived, but like, in what form did it survive? How did you know it survived? What is surviving in terms
If
of having a whole new head? What is that?
if everybody saw whatchamacall Hey Hey from Moana, everybody's gonna look like Hey Hey's.
And that's what everybody gonna be walking around like too.
Looking like Hey Hey's.
No, I
I'm,
see the little toy, the little robot toy from Buzz Lightyear with the little doll head with the little car body. Like,
Oh
what
my
the
god!
fuck
Yeah,
are
And
these?
that one
mm,
too.
yeah. See it.
yes,
Want to see
Like
its
a Mr.
creation?
yes.
Head.
Hey, though, like the only people I could honestly, real talk, could see being interested in this is if you have had some kind of major accident and you are paralyzed from the neck down. The only people I can see really fucking with this.
And wait a minute. Listen, the body is gone.
It
All right.
says,
If you
go ahead.
still want to be here, please leave your head attached to the body that it is attached to. Because as charming, our charm of the group, as she just stated, the monkey was
It was
on the
laying there like this.
table.
They was putting the gas mask up to it to see if it reacted to the air. They
I'm
was
sick of
they was
them.
testing his tongue. That's all they was doing. The monkey was not eating nothing, blinking, nothing,
Charming.
nothing.
We really need to talk about how much money scientists get paid to do the dumbest shit.
To
Millions.
play, God.
Okay, so we're going to take this non reactive, whatever this big 13-letter word is for this particular chemistry item, blow up explosive memory foam piece, and we're gonna put this in a funnel.
She's so fucking stupid.
And and we're gonna put it all in there, and we're gonna watch it blow up. We're gonna do this, and hey, and we're gonna say, hey, this is called COVID-19, girl. You see how I did that? You will not COVID, girl. So COVID comes and COVID sweeps up the whole nation. They say, you know what? We can really do something with this COVID that didn't kill everybody inside, including putting sexually transmitted diseases in salmon. Now, I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying a bit of something. You hoes are making the scientists rich. We got to figure out how they got to stop making money. That's the problem.
Somebody just sent me and said, no, what they said is that the glue will hold the nerve endings together. Nevertheless, it's glue.
Yeah, it's still glue.
Okay. They should have called it a binding agent if they
Yeah,
wanted
they
to
should have
take it
said
more
binding
seriously.
agent.
It's glue.
Who the fuck just tried to make this make sense?
They should have called it a medical grade adhesive if they wanted
They
us to take
even
it
like do
seriously.
screws
They called it
and stuff
glue.
for the wrist. They could have did the screw
Medical
treatment
grade
with the wrist, but we went to the glue, adhesive glue. It's just not gonna make it sound cuter.
They said what they
Even if
said.
it binds the nerve.
Okay.
Y'all, she said there is a correction
We lost
in
Malika.
this
Malika
situation. The glue
slid all
will
the way
hold
back
the
in her chair.
nerve.
Malika is all the way posted back.
Let me tell you why, Quasita, because all of us up on this panel, we got pretty faces. And if they're running after melanite organs the way that they are now, you think I'm going to put my face up here for them to be like, oh, she next on the chopping block? I'm going to stay right here. All you're going to see is my eyes. Because soon,
I'll just get a tattoo on my face. They're not going to want it.
They still going to want it, Charming. They're still going to... Look, Charming,
No,
I'll
don't
tell
they
you
say that tattooed and piercings is less likely to get trafficked?
No,
like
let me tell you, the lady who has tanned herself melanite, supposedly, she gonna be the first one to come for your tattooed face. I'm gonna stay right down here where all you can see is my eyes. Y'all let me know when you're done with this topic, because I don't play about them. They coming after us the way they do for our organs. Our melanin costs more than gold, and they actually
hope you
have
guys
the
aren't
price
organ
listed.
donors.
They have the price listed on Google. You know how many videos I've seen this week where they done pull the plug on people's babies because they want their organs and they're trying to rush them to get. And you think I'm gonna put my pretty face on screen so they can put me on their dark web listings? Nope. I'm okay, cousins. I'll be here till it's over.
Malika, there are so many other pictures of you on the internet, but you know what? Whatever makes you feel
Girl,
safe.
the fact that Malika didn't say, everybody get off camera. That.
Right. She didn't tell us, y'all, wait, don't show your face.
She went right into
me and Aubrey for sure. Me and Aubrey for sure need to hide our face because they're gonna try to steal our head because we suck good dick.
Here we is.
Well, I've been out of commission for a very long time. They wouldn't want this dry, ass body. I've been out of commission for a very long time. You don't want none of this dry shit. I'm telling you. Keep that shit there. I ain't got that wet.
In my Michael Jackson voice. No, this is ignorance. That's very devilish. No. Okay. What, Aubrey?
Why the fuck did they just take me out, y'all? Because she did not have to tell my business like that.
So y'all
thought about it like, wait, now everybody knows.
Yeah, she's like, oh shit.
At first, Aubrey was like, wait, no.
Is your nickname Jabba Jabba Baby?
Get out, okay? Get out. Whew. All right, we're gonna get back to the scheduled program. The show says.
Yeah,
right. Aubrey, I catch my plane tomorrow. We gonna cut up.
Ooh,
Uh,
dope. Jose,
Oh, the former
what were
NFL
we?
player.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what we're on.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know where we was. That's why I'm asking you.
We're gonna tag team this. I got you. We're gonna tag team this. You do NFL, I do NBA.
Okay, so want my story? All right,
Yeah.
got you. All right, folks. So there is a former NFL player that has written an all-tale book about the NFL, and I'm just gonna play a little clip. And here we go.
When in 1946, when the NFL was forced to reintegrate, because from 1933 to 1945, the all-white NFL didn't want any blacks in the industry. They said the black players were slowing down its growth. And then Fritz Pollard developed the Negro Football League. And after World War II, there was a big push for the Negro League to compete with the all-white NFL. So what they did was they took the good players from the Negro League and integrated them into the all-white NFL. And now, since 1946, black players have taken it to $1 billion plus market, yet we have no owner within the industry. We are the record breakers and the trendsetters, yet we have no voice within the industry. NFL owners are guaranteed profits annually without even a fan going into the stadium, yet players have no guaranteed contracts. This is plantation capitalism going on right now.
So in a nutshell, he just said, y'all, that football is nothing more than the modern day cotton.
Let's talk about it for just a second.
Let's talk about it, baby.
So this was a tactic for them to be able to utilize their undercovered racism to attack Melanite people in the 60s, which is why there was such an uproar with a lot of the Melanites at one particular time. But as we do in certain situations, we say we won't do certain things, and we are right back supporting the same people.
Exactly. Which goes hand in hand with the movie Concussion, and it definitely lets you know because they were trying to always brain dead a Melanite person. Every time, everyone you see, that's how it is. It's like it was an attack after an attack on their mental space since they couldn't get them physically like they wanted to, and that was the easiest way they could do it. Get on this field, and I'm gonna get you physically like that. I'm gonna knock your fucking brains out. And that's how they thought their tactic could be because they feel like you've got the money, you've got the embodiment, but you now don't have what you think you have because we're gonna knock it the fuck out of you. We gave it to you for a publicity stunt, but it's not what you think.
But imagine how much they were paying those people in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably about 40 grand as to these people making $100,000-$200,000. Like, this is crazy. It's like the more and more I grow, the more and more I get disappointed in the history that we were taught. And me being from Mississippi, oh honey, the stories that you were taught. We had to take a course called Mississippi Studies. Girl, why? But
right.
it was enlightening. Just saying.
If we would have taken that in school about Tulsa, I would have learned about the Black Wall Street before I was 40 years old, because I didn't learn about it until I was like 39, 40 years old. And I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We didn't know anything about it. But speaking of the football situation, that gives a whole nother, shining another light on Colin Kaepernick. And him taking the knee and them wanting to control the narrative of what he was saying. It's another guy. I can't think his name because I don't know. I just know they sexy. I don't really know their names, and they catch balls and stuff. But it's a black guy. It's a Melanite, and he said something to the same sentiment of what you just read. What Colin Kaepernick was saying, like they take their voices. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna do. They're abusive, like controlling relationships. You're gonna do what I say do. Or else, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ruin you. And that's their whole tactic. The whole thing they always use is fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to tie into that, we're going to talk about Kevin Durant. I don't have the video, but if anybody wants to play it, we can play the video, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. That whole situation. Anyway. Now this is the Kevin Durant. Which one is this?
Taking care of the basketball, and these two going at it. Well, gamesmanship. Kevin Durant nuzzling up to his former camper. Was that Trae Young? Was a camper?
Oh, gamesmanship.
When he was a kid and Durant was a young player.
All I hear is "Pull up to my bumper, baby." Okay, I'm sorry. That's all. My
D
bad.
on the D was searching for the D.
Yeah, he was groping and scoping.
Now I wouldn't mind if a young fine chocolate thing did me that way, but I'm just saying, in this case, it is not all right. You're right, Malika. That was out of hand. I saw your face. What's wrong with you? That was rape. What's wrong with you? But it's been so long. It's been so long. It kind of had me like, oh.
I mean, it was obvious that man did not want.
No, he did not want it.
Like, that was August Alsina and Tory Lanez all over again. Like, he was like, no. Like, no. And
Like,
this man just kept landing his whole big, oh, my internet. I'm sorry, I'm going back on mute, y'all.
What? I can hear you. We can hear you.
It's messing up on my end. All of your boxes keep circling, and then it's cutting out. It's telling me that the connection here, it's no good because we're not at home. But since you can hear me, yeah, he's like 3 times his size. And he just keeps putting his hand there. Like, this man keeps trying to push him off. The fact that they didn't even stop, like, what? I don't know nothing about sports, but what would that be, like a foul?
It would be a foul.
Something needed to be called in that moment. And I feel like this is another situation where if it was a woman on the court and this was happening and a man was behind her and doing this, it would be sexual harassment, and it would be Me Too, and it would be all of this. But this man is getting played with like this. And it disgusted me.
Now, Malika, though, were they using KD for the humiliation ritual to the little light-skinned one?
Absolutely,
that's humiliation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that definitely has humiliation ritual written all over it.
Yeah, Malika.
Look at that little sportsmanship going on.
There definitely should have been a whistle, and it should have been a technical foul for dick grabbing. Absolutely.
Literally. Out of order.
Yeah, absolutely. What, Aubrey? What?
This is why I don't watch sports, honey. Because, girl, why are we committing crimes? And we're the NBA?
It's the same reason why all that shit is rigged, but I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
No, you're not gossiping. Actually, you're speaking facts. We all know that the NFL and the NBA probably is like a gambling hole for everybody to be able to say, hey, I want this team and I want them to win this year. I'll give you $30 million if you do it. All righty, they're going to win.
It's deeper than that, baby. It's so deep, baby. There's magnets and gloves. There's videos out right now of how these professional football players are trying to throw these footballs, and they won't release from the gloves. It's deep. Anywho. Yeah, it's real deep. Anywho.
The next one that we're going to get into is xylazine and rotting people's faces.
So I came across an article that was talking about this drug that's now getting into the streets of, I think, Philadelphia, I think California, and like just a few states. But it's called xylazine or xylazine. I'm not sure. But apparently it is causing people to, I think it's being mixed with the fentanyl. And when people inject it, it's causing their scars to turn huge. And the reason why it's a problem is because it cannot be excuse me, it cannot be, I don't know what the word is, but they can't use Narcan to fix it because it's not an opioid, it's a sedative. So they have pictures of people like slouched over on the streets, like, looking like freaking zombies. And it's a pharmaceutical. And apparently this is a pharmaceutical that's not for humans, it's for animals as well. So my real thought is we'll put this on the streets, and obviously not why, because it doesn't really matter why, but I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's an accident. This is a veterinarian pharmaceutical grade product. So it doesn't seem like it's an accident that people are mixing fentanyl and causing this reaction that can't even be fixed with their typical, solutions. So yeah, zombies.
But then again, Charming, how are they even knowing what these side effects to these medications are? You would need a multi-billion-dollar lab to do so.
So I guess go ahead. I'm gonna find my article and you can.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing important, baby. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that. My bad. I was just gonna say that it shows you that the war on drugs is deeper than just a like simplistic thing with war on drugs, because the war on drugs is also with like the things that they use on the animals and the things that is just out there. The war on drugs is a lot deeper than just what we know mainstream. It's actually things that are being put out there and thrown out there for people to be higher, tested on, feel like they can get a better feeling from what the animals can feel like. They're not getting a normal high on the regular, so they're going up a notch, and they're starting to sell that out there, creating a different war on drugs, even within veterinarian. You go ahead, Carmen.
No, I want to ask another question real quick, and the question is does this decaying of the flesh tie into the reading? Because I remember you saying something about people's shit falling off and decaying, and does that tie into this? Yeah.
I can only speculate that it probably does, because I don't know when I see it. You know what I mean? I just know what I see, and I'm going to tell you what I see. But this, for me, feels like we are in the longest episode of Black Lightning. If you know the show, then you know what I'm talking about.
Now I gotta go watch that.
I haven't watched it in so long, but
when I had like some green
The mutants.
I was also going to mention that in this article, New York Times, it says that more than 90% of Philadelphia's lab tested dope samples were positive for xylazine. Basically, they say it is too late for Philly to get it out of their system or their drug supply, or however they would do that. But yeah.
Charming, this is also called Trank, right?
Yes,
Trank. The same thing? Okay.
Is that what you meant, Quatita, when you said Yehuda said they are putting stuff in the marijuana?
Oh no.
No, that's not it. Or okay, I'm sorry. Because
but it could fall in unison though. You never know.
Wait, so okay, you talking about the white stuff?
I can say it falls in unison. They were spraying certain chemicals on the weed. You know what I'm saying? And it specifically, who said it was the weed coming from California. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But always the be careful kind of thing that's going on. Because that trank, they said, when I first seen it the other day, somebody sent it to me and they said, this is rotting the skin. Not only is it rotting the skin, it's causing people to zombies. And we have to follow that trail because we have to go back to the boy taking salt as a drug and caused him to be a zombie and ate the man's face. And then after that, this was just a few months ago, one of the military people leaked a meeting that they were in where they were discussing the contingency plan of zombies. And I learned about that some years ago. And the question still begs, they're not zombies, then why did they need you to see The Walking dead and all this stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
the show I just was watching, somebody told me to watch. So I started watching From that shit. Like so, like they have to tell you, and we have to be cautious and careful.
Mm-hmm. And this article also says that if these wounds, specifically these wounds, are called like eschar or something, if they're left untreated, they can lead to amputation. And not only that, apparently, I don't know if it's the drug. It's kind of unclear the way they wrote it, but it says it induces a blackout stupor for hours, and they specifically mentioned rendering users vulnerable to rape and robbery.
What kind of foolishness?
So you know what that means,
Jeez.
right? Because if right now they're doing the things that they're doing with fentanyl when it comes to trafficking, the napkins and the door handles, putting it on certain things so that you touch it and then you get placed into a state where they can take advantage. This is going to be the same exact thing. They're going to be using it in the same manners as well when it comes to trafficking and kidnapping and all that extra stuff.
They are testing this drug to see how it have effects on. I feel like that could be the only thing. Like, how would they have gotten their hands on this veterinarian grade drug, or and any average person to mix the two? I just feel like this is just a test to see what the mix of the two will happen, and to see how they can use it, like you're saying, Malika.
Even when you said earlier in the meeting, you said it migrated. And you said, how the fuck would it migrate? You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking it places. That's again why I keep saying Black Lightning, because all of this shit is very reminiscent of this show. You know what I mean? You got to trace this shit back. These people are absolutely crazy. We don't know what's happening. I mean, that's how we can't stop it, because we don't know what's happening. But they telling you, you just think it's a good ass TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, folks, let's go ahead and take our last set of commercials, y'all. And with that said, we're going to be right back after a word from our sponsors.
My name is Quatita Dean, and I am the Ancestral Interpreter. Soul Sessions Live is a show that you must hear and see to believe. I have helped many people connect with a lost loved one to get the closure they deeply desire. This is my passion, and I can't wait to take you on a walk with the ancestors.
All right, y'all, and we're back. All right, Jose, help me out, my friend. What's the
All
next
right, the
story?
next one is Britney
Let me
Spears.
really quickly, let me remind everyone real quick. Let me remind everyone that we do have the sponsorship spot. And I would say really come on board and think about this, because we do have the Melanite Network coming. And so because we do have that coming, it is going to be to your benefit. Don't forget, we have the Melon Mart that is now being processed and it being built by our tech guy. And so we're very excited about that. So, excuse me, we have, I think 21 vendors that will be up on Melon Mart looking good. And that we have Divinely Self-Made by Chaz, Good Vibes, which is charming, Grand Rising, Malika, as well as High Council, which is myself, A Walk with the Ancestors, which has its own entity, Cosmic TJ, which is Cosmic Unlimited, and we have Spirit Led that'll be up there, Royalty Creations, which is Marshall Lee, who does my things. So we have several people. So make sure that you shop with us and shop with these people as well. Go and get you some of their stuff, even from their direct websites. Okay, we got some Spirit Led at bigcartel.com, Grand Rising with the 5.com, Cosmic Unlimited, and more. So I just want to let you know we have sponsorship available. And I misspoke the other day, so I need to correct me because Nene called me and was like, listen, bitch, I am not a tech. I am not a machine gun, because I said AK Unlimited. She said, I am not a machine gun. I said, you're right. I messed that up. It's AKA Unlimited Tax Services. And so make sure y'all check her out. I got to read it. I'm sorry. I got to do it because this is our little moment. So if you still need your taxes done, go over to our House of Tax Services, where you can download the app. It is on all of my social medias. If you still need your taxes done, we can get you an estimate, and we get you back that coined. You don't want to wait till the last minute. And if you do, AKA, she is very good at what the fuck she does, and she can get you some extensions and still be able to get you and process what you need. So make sure that you look on all of my social medias for the House of Tax Services so you can get your taxes done. And let's go.
All right, Chaz. It's Britney Spears. She done went out of whack again.
Basically, I was just I was just looking at the video again. So she's around on this video. I guess she's trying on clothes or whatever, and she has like this dress, and she's like, she's going to go shut down her social media if they do something or something like that. Like you can see, I don't know if like she crying for help or what. Like I don't know at this point, y'all. But I got a video for y'all to watch, and we can all just watch it. Governance, if you want to put me up in a box.
Britney Spears just posted a video on her Instagram, and this is making the entire internet go crazy. Check it out.
Okay, so last week, guys, I made a dress. It's really proud, diamond panel, slip in the back. A girlfriend helped me sew it. She sent me a dress I didn't have to make myself. I can't believe it. I'm just saying. Hey, now I'm so proud. I didn't even have to make it myself. Thank you, company, for sending me this dress. Thank you. So guys, I just want you to know, if I shut down my Instagram, do not call the cops. So don't ever be a roller coaster. I got this dress as well. Never be a roller coaster.
So they're writing a bunch of articles right now about Britney Spears.
That don't even sound like Britney to me. Like, is that?
She's using the accent. Yo.
Yeah, that's an accent. But I know sometimes she uses that to cry out for help, like when she's in a ship. And I know it's funny, but I also am like, girl, you are screaming for help because you know you've been thrown to another. You can tell. But you are doing it very crafty this time, and I love it because the colors are like a symbol of, I forget, the yellow was like a symbol for help, and then the color red is a symbol for something as well. She's picking up the right colors for people to catch on to what these colors mean in the other systems, because colors do mean a lot of different variations of things. And some of them can tell you, like, I'm getting abused. I think the other pink one, I forget what that meant. She's very intelligent. She might be playing stupid on camera, but she's super intelligent.
Well, her father did. This ain't alleged, honey. This is real deal. Did take all her money. Okay, so
her kids, her car,
her daddy, and word
everything.
on the curb is, he was her pimp, allegedly.
Now to
Yeah.
add to that, Aubrey. Oh, go ahead, Carbon.
No, please go for it.
To add to that, I had watched the documentary because I was very intrigued with her case and I wanted to understand and learn more because I could see a little deeper. And she had been tricked. It was a part where she went to a pool. It was someone she definitely trusted. She was already almost out of her conservatorship. But this was a contract that it was someone she trusted, like a friend that told her, girl, if you sign this, it's fine. Everything seemed to work out for her because they could not get her to like be alone. She couldn't get alone, but somehow this friend came up with this master plan. Like, girl, you got to go to the pool. Act like you're going to the pool. Come into this locker room and we'll get it done. She's never been able to do anything like this, but the friend was able to construct this whole vendetta to get her in there. And it seems like she didn't read the fine print. She just thought, I trust you. And the fact that this has finally been something that happened, I can finally say my life is free again. But she didn't know she probably signed herself into another conservatorship. And on top of that, it's with a man that actually is appealing in the looks department. And now she's saying it is not what it seems. I've been thrown back in with another ploy.
Mm-hmm. So this has always been Britney. Before the world knew that Britney was crazy, I remember being at TransCon and she had pulled up. She was on some crutches, and I was like, Britney, and she was like, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know any Britney. Girl, I see you on TV. Your posters are in the office. I know this is you. You're on crutches. You good? What are you talking about? Nobody's hurt. This is like, how old am I now? I'm almost 40. This is when I was probably 15, 16, when they were all still building their projects, right? This was at TransCon Studio. A lot of people talk about her dad, about, the individuals that are around her that are taking advantage of her. I love you too, Aubrey. Most of them, most individuals talk about that, but then you also have to look at the fact that she was with a specific label where the man who was running the label, he was known for playing pornography, or maybe you all don't know that, and maybe I don't know, but he was known for playing pornography while he was up in his bedroom, and the cameras would be on the band members of different boy bands that ran through TransCon, and he would play porn and be up in his room watching them play porn. This is the same space that Aaron Carter comes from, that the Backstreet Boys come from, that NSYNC comes from, that Britney comes from. And this is why I say sometimes it goes so much deeper. And that's why you'll see a artist that you feel like is going crazy, and they'll be like, sure, you know what you're talking about. The real fact is that you don't even know the depths of it, as far as what probably went on in the studio sessions, at the parties, where they have you drop off your car at the restaurant up the block, and the only way you can go to the party is if you take a bus there. Now, when I went, I was always with my homeboys or my brother, or Ro has been to one with me as well. So, we stay by the DJ booth and we rock by the pool, but I don't know what's happening on the inside. And then if you don't have your vehicle because it's about 4 to 5 miles away, what you do then? You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of deep-rooted issues here. And I wish that someone would sit with her and go more than just surface level. Like, really dive in and find out, beyond your dad, beyond all of that, what was done to you in the industry. But at this point, her responses to me let me know this girl don't trust nobody at all back then, right? And you also have to remember, these are all the Mickey Mouse Club babies, and we know what we know
That's
about
what
Disney
I was getting ready
now.
to say.
Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. They're all ruined. If you look at them, they're all ruined. Almost every one of them. And so I'm so glad you said, because that's what I was waiting to say. Like, these are the Mickey Mouse Club children. You got to look at when they put that shit on there, like the Rat Pack, the Mickey Mouse Club. All of them fucking people are ruined. Like, it's very rare that you see anybody come up in the industry and are okay. Like, for so long, it was okay for Mackenzie Phillips' father to be fucking her, and everybody knew that her father was fucking her. And they were very, very well-known actors and actresses. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Brittany's always been this way. And I saw a comment on someone that said that it was like she's always done the voices. She's always, even when she was on was it Diane Sawyer or Barbara Walsh? She was like, "Ooh, bad Brittany," like talking in the third person. But I feel like right now, where she is right now, they're going over and beyond to make her look a certain way because they're trying to bring that conservatorship back because her handler husband allegedly, I feel like he knows exactly. So when he got up and left her in the restaurant that day, and they were like, "Why is Brittany acting out? She's acting out. She's having another episode," when really she simply put her menu in front of her face like this. She didn't want nobody to film her. So then he got up and left out. He made a whole scene. He knows exactly, absolutely, Yehuda. He is Nicole, Big Boobs.
Kidman.
Big Boobs. Nicole name?
Nicole
No.
Kidman.
Big Boobs.
Oh.
She married
Ann Smith.
She was 98.
Oh, Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole
Okay,
Smith.
okay.
Brittany Murphy. Like, that's what this shit is. We got to keep our eye on Brittany because if they can't destroy her again, they're going to take her the fuck out. They even put up a video of her and her son. She was telling her son, "You're going to respect me. I'm a woman. You don't treat me like that." Brittany's being irate, going off on her children. But shit, you would have went in my house. You would have had a whole bunch of cameras because she said what she said. "I'm a woman. I'm your mother. Fucking respect me," is what she said. What was wrong with that? They're painting a narrative here again.
No, you're absolutely right, governess, because I've heard the recordings or whatever, and her kids are atrocious. You know what I'm saying? So, and what they'll do in a heartbeat is they set her up. They set her up to go off, and then they take the recordings and shit, and then they sell them. "Oh, my mom is," you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say my mom. They'll do that sneaky shit, but that's how that shit get out. It be the family. It's the family members.
And what's crazy about her kids acting out and being fucked up is who knows what happened to them, because they were not in her presence for a really long time. They were under the grandfather's presence for a really long time. So who knows what he did to them, and who knows what underlying trauma they have with their mother being gone while that was happening to them, because that's just how it works sometimes. Is when things happen to you, you lash out on your parents because you weren't there, and you may not know that. And it's a big cycle of everybody's fucked up from a very young age.
I think Brittany, I don't know if y'all paid any attention, but y'all know that Kevin Federline had them kids by, what's that girl named Shar Jones, whatever her name, Shar, the black girl
Jackson.
from Moesha, right? Jackson. He had the kids by her. He was with her for a very long time. Britney Spears got played. You understand what I'm saying? She played herself because she did the genome woman thing where she thought she can come in and I'm going to take this man from this black woman and I'm going to have all of these kids. And he didn't give a fuck. He went back to Shar because he loved that melanite is what it was. So you done had these babies, bitch. He done used you to come on out and dancing behind curtains, bitch. And you didn't put him to work. And you thought you was going to be a power couple and you wasn't. And she got mad because she couldn't keep him the way she wanted. She got played by Justin in the fucking public. And then you got outed because you kept saying you was a virgin like Angela Simmons. These bitches be lying. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And then you got caught fucking. And then he made a whole song, "Cry Me a River." Like he made a whole song, bitch. Like it was destruction all the way around. She set herself up for failure.
The webs we weave for ourselves, honey. How about that?
I do want to go to our next topic. That is the three
What's
separate
that?
things that are pouring out about Takeoff. I feel like we got to get into that one.
All right. Well, I'm back. Okay. So I'm gonna just put it out here and then we can just, the panel and committee, let's just get into it. One, Takeoff's cousin said that he is searching for Jay Prince and the Prince family because he wants to fuck them up apparently for some shit that they had said. He don't appreciate this shit. It's a little bit deeper. It's actually 4 because then Quavo's sister says, "Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody popping no more. The Takeoff is dead. Ain't no rap like rap now that he's gone. Like, she's not fucking with Quavo. We have to look at all of this shit. It's mysteries and puzzles. Quavo then allegedly bonded the shooter that they said that got killed, that all this other shit that they don't know. Allegedly, he bonded the shooter out of jail. We have to question ourselves on that because they said that he was a 15-year-old boy named Cam. They allegedly said that he got killed and then he wasn't killed. He was arrested and wasn't arrested. We don't know because now Quavo then allegedly bonded him out of jail. And now you have, I don't know his initials and names. It's Takeoff's brother, FBG lingo, some shit. I don't know what his name is. There's some letters in the word after of it. But he is now coming speaking out and he is very pissed off because he is saying he ain't fucking with Quavo because he says Quavo and Offset wasn't fucking with Takeoff like that. They're saying now that there was a whole beef going on between all of them, that the shit was all fucked up all the way around. What y'all think?
I think that is actually validation because remember when Cardi was getting into it with them behind the scenes, it's actually validating how everything isn't, the pieces aren't adding up. And it's showing that your story doesn't align with their story. And now you have two sides of the story that you have to see somebody's telling the truth here because you got her trying to get him in line and be cool and cordial. And then you have Takeoff's other immediate family that is like the brother and the sister and everyone. They're actually telling you what's really law, which actually helps you put two and two together, which helps you solve this whole damn case. That's what I feel.
I feel like, okay. No, seriously. I feel like with the contract, for it to be as bold as it was in the video, it was in the contract that you would be protected from all social media. Quavisha. It also made a lot of sense when Cardi was embarrassed because y'all was out there acting a fool. Y'all embarrassed her. She felt like that she was embarrassed. That's why she had to get y'all in check, back in the back, backstage. Y'all is playing. Y'all knew y'all went together. Even in the interview with Takeoff, he indicated that all of y'all were in y'all separate lives. Didn't he say that? He also was like, Offset doing his own thing, but majority of the time I'm with my uncle. But turns out that your uncle unalived you. Allegedly. Child, Papa did not want me to say allegedly. I'm just
saying something without saying something. That's all that matters. Go ahead, Cardi.
Oh, I don't have anything to say. Honestly, I don't know. It's all a mess to me. Child, look, that's all I have to say. It's all some BS. It's all a distraction, if you ask me, from bigger shit that's really going on.
Yeah. So then you have the senior prince who has threatened Offset several times, and him and Offset now he's saying he don't know what Offset's talking about. Like it's a whole bunch of different shit that's being said. I don't understand. Now they saying they saw Takeoff at the Super Bowl. Like, what are we really talking about? Again, we're in the loops. Don't forget we're in the loops. But how could they have arrested the boy who shot? Now then the girl then came out talking about something. She remember everything. Then bitch, who shot? Who? Because you remember everything after getting shot in the back of your head and was in a coma for 2 days. And then you got out after a week of being in a coma and didn't need to learn how to do anything else again. They just, listen, never mind. But it's a whole bunch of fuckery and bullshit. And you know whose name keeps coming back up? Quavisha.
That's how we
Always in the
gonna get
middle of
away
stuff.
with it, y'all. We gotta put an Isha, Anna, or something behind it because we the answer.
Right.
Quavisha
Right.
actually act like a little 16-year-old girl that's jealous of the cheerleader on the cheerleading squad.
Mhm.
She's
He
giving
gotta
real
be
Hmm.
front.
jealousy
He gotta
vibes.
be front and center. He gotta be the head man out here always like shut the what the fuck?
And
What are
he
we
looked
doing?
like a mosquito.
He's the steward of the group. Look what I can do. He's that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Look at
He's not
me. Look at
exactly.
me. Mm-hmm.
But why would he ever bail somebody out that was allegedly the shooter of your man's, your brother, your nephew? Like, what are you talking about? Now the sister is going off, and I'm thinking this Takeoff's mom ain't even the mom. This is the other sister. It's a whole bunch of family bullshit that we do not know about, and their family is being way too quiet about it.
I think that's why the Prince family allegedly wants to take him out because he's doing too much and he's messy with trying to clean up his mess. You know what I'm saying? He's messy with it.
Take
Yes,
who out?
I agree, Chaz. I feel like
Quavana,
He's
Quavisha,
messy.
Girl, they want to take Quavana out.
and
Yeah,
they're gonna do it the
he's messy.
Empire. What is his name? Lucius Lyons way. If he don't learn how to get it the fuck together, because he's being
Oh,
very
girl.
sloppy.
get fuck
Very
around and be in somebody's trunk.
yes, real soon. Because it shouldn't be extending out like this. They feel like okay, this should not be prolonged like this.
I
It should have
mean,
been a
but
wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
will we be really mad about it though?
No,
I don't care either way. And
they don't pay our bill.
Basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anywho. What we got, Jose?
For the next one, we got teaching the children how to train in China versus U.S. kids thotting and bopping. That's the next one.
Yeah. Whose story was this?
Uh,
I'm about to say I put it in our chat, but basically what they're doing over there is basically they got like a whole little army of China children over there learning how to disarm, put a gun together, doing all this, and I'm just like, well, what are we over here doing with our kids? You know what I'm saying?
It's giving Spy Kids. Sorry, Malika, go for it.
it is.
So all I was going to say is it's so funny that they love to put these other countries in the forefront of the media. Meanwhile, there are people in the forest, in the woods out here with their children, teaching them how to shoot, how to put together artillery, timing them, putting them through the most militant scavenger hunts, teaching them how to set traps for what's going to go down on this land, passing out flyers to recruit individuals. We see things like all of a sudden there was a rush of Melanites that were hanging from different areas after these said flyers were passed out at the college, trying to recruit new members that matched the energy of the front line when everyone was out there protesting, and they had a front line with, even though police have a certain energy, there was an even deeper energy that was on that front line. There's so much going on here. We already know what they're going on with over there with the sons and I mean, their training with their children and everything is exceptional. I'm just saying their consistency, their dedication, from what you're speaking on to even down to gymnastics and the different spiritual beliefs that they have and how they live within that. But what's going on here is that there are a lot of people in these woods, and you can find videos of it, where these genomes have their kids in the woods putting their guns together in 2.5 seconds, teaching them how to be militant, teaching them how to use the woods and survive in nature, whereas we are doing what it is that we are doing.
And they
Just
got
saying.
underground bunkers, and they teach them how to make sure they know where the underground bunker is and what to do and how to lock it, and all their weapons is under there. And so what I was going to say about the kids is, I don't know if any of you guys watched Spy Kids recently, but the gist of Spy Kids was that they were training these children to be military weapons. They were activating this military weapon within the kids through television. That little goofy ass television show, if you guys remember. So it's kind of alarming because that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. It's giving military weapons. It's not giving like, oh, they're gonna know how to defend themselves. It's like, no, it's a little bit more than that. Like, it's not gonna be defense. Like, they're gonna. I feel like it's. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think that you and Malika has hit it on the nose because first of all, I've seen videos of genomes with cowboy hats with their children in the woods, and they're teaching them how to hunt, how to shoot, sharpshooting, and now you see this, and they're little girls, by the way, that I saw. They're little girls. Meanwhile, ours are twerking and on TikTok. Never mind. But the Asian children can put together and take apart a gun when our children are, we've taught them to be scared of them. They don't know how to use them because they're scared of them. And they've done it in such a way that we are not trained in them. So our children have accidents and they're killing themselves and all unaliving themselves, excuse me. All this other stuff. And so we don't want that in the house. Why would you have that in the house? No guns in the house. Like, what are you talking about? It is supposed to be training. But the key thing is when Wesley Snipes had those children, he was training children armies. What they did was they kept flying over his house. So he got a permit to where they could not fly over his house. When he did that, they came and arrested him, took him to jail for tax evasion. So anytime that we set it up and we do that type shit, they're going to find a reason to come in and stop it. See how they got it all televised and they showing you what their kids can do? Those are signals. They talking to the genome children like our children are almost ready. Bitch, ours is too. No, they on TikTok. Don't worry about it. We ain't got nothing. Like, what the fuck? No.
Real talk.
No lives were told.
Go ahead, Ops.
What'd you say?
I said, go ahead, Ops.
Were you saying something?
I thought you were getting
Girl,
ready
the
to say something, so I was
connection.
telling you to continue.
Oh, okay. Listen.
I thought Charming was talking.
Somebody was saying something. Okay, I'm going me.
Then it was Charming, no?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say something, but I wasn't saying anything either. But I definitely feel like I agree with everybody on the panel. I agree with everybody on the panel. And I definitely feel religion is another thing that puts people in a construct of where they have us that are melanite scared, and they put in movies like Freedom Riders.
Went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
We have something. I'm about to say the same thing that Google said. I'm so sorry. That threw me off. Basically, we are trying to train here, and we're not because they put it in movies like Freedom Riders and try to scare us from shooting our friends and whatnot. So trying to share like the gun and show each other like, oh, look, this is artillery, we'll need it. But you wind up, they show you how you're going to kill your friend, how you're going to kill your uncle or someone. They put it in such a demeaning way for us to protect ourselves in the Melanite community and orchestrate that in the TV shows or in lifestyle instead of training you as well. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna go back on mute.
Listen, Jose, with what you're saying, you can see the difference in when they saw the power of Run DMC with Adidas, that whole link up, and they saw the power of advertisement through them and the power of the black dollar and how influential entertainment from us is on even their own. They ran with it. They ran with it. And so the fact that artists, even to this day, even the older ones that have been there enough to know what message they should be speaking on, even if you speak on one thing in your music, but you do interviews and you speak on something else, the fact that they're still not speaking on it, knowing that historically, when you look at music and you see songs like Fight the Power, songs that had a message, what Brenda's Baby, Tupac, all of them, there were still messages somewhere
Waterfalls.
in there. Look, there were still messages from R&B to hip. I know you're not doing the dance. From R&B to hip hop. Put the glasses on, Aubrey. Put the glasses on. From R&B to hip hop. Sorry. All the way through, there were messages, and so you have to realize that this is all gameplay. This is all gameplay for them. Because how dare you not uplift your people and teach them what they need when we all know that the best way to do that is through entertainment and through the repetition of music? How dare you?
I totally agree. I'm going to say this. It is nothing for us to, our money circulates. It is nothing for us to pool our monies together and have a whole melanite gun range. Why is there not one? An all melanite gun range where we control it. Our dollars come to us. Anyway, I'm gonna raise the frequency here in a moment. After this, after comeback, we're gonna raise the frequency, guys. Carbon.
Folks, it's been a great show. I've had fun. Hopefully, you all have had fun. And until next time, don't trust no genome. Don't trust no G night. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you.